Your Majesty, your children are here.
Your Majesty.
You may rise.
Thank you, Your Majesty.
Thank you, Father.
You are brave and good warriors. You have defeated an enemy more powerful and stronger. You've brought us glory, and for this, I am very pleased.
It is my honor to be of service to you, Father.
Good. Yu Wenyue, I heard that you have risked your life on the battlefield to save the Prince of Shang. You are indeed as brave as your father.
Thank you, Your Majesty. The prince is both wise and brave. Such a skilled warrior. If it wasn't for him, I would have died on the battlefield.
Oh, you don't have to be humble. You've accomplished, then you deserve a reward. I'm making you second in command to the elite cavalry stables. You'll serve under the Prince of Shang.
Thank you, Your Majesty.
Your Majesty, Yan Xun has arrived.
Send him in.
Your Majesty, it's my honor to be in front of you again.
You may rise.
Thank you, Your Majesty.
It's been so long. How have you been for the last 2 years?
Thanks to your kindness, the last 2 years have been good to me.
Back then you were such a reckless boy. That's why I sent you away so you can reflect. The 3 years is almost up. Has your temper gotten any better?
I just spent the last 3 years reflecting day and night, recalling all the teachings of the Emperor, and so now, my impetuousness has been tamed. Now I understand what is expected of me.
That's good to hear. You're different from your father. You lived in Chang'an since childhood. I watched you grow up myself. The reason why I had to punish you back then was to give you time to reflect on yourself and study without being disturbed. You're the only one left of your father's family line. I was lenient towards you because I had high hopes for you. Now you're very changed. From today on, you will be free from your house arrest, and you can walk freely around Chang'an City. I bestow you this jade to show my sincerity.
I will repay your kindness with my loyalty and my life.
All right. You may now rise. The reason why I brought you all here is because of an important matter.
Please let us know.
The ambassador of the Roran is coming to the court. I'm thinking about holding a hunt in the suburbs to greet him. However, this hunting ground is vast. Security might be compromised. Who then shall be responsible for my safety?
Father, this matter can be entrusted to Yu Wenyue. He's very considerate and is completely worthy of your trust.
Yu Wenyue, what do you think about it?
Your Majesty, I will not let you down.
That's good to hear. That's decided then.
You look less energetic than before.
You're vigorous as always. You've been fighting hard on the border these past years, while I was stuck in town. I never had the chance to thank you in person. I also want to thank you for writing to His Majesty to save my father in Northern Yan. You helped me when I needed it, and I will never forget this kindness for as long as I live.
That's too kind of you. I couldn't do too much for you then. Now that my father has exonerated you, I hope that you'll start being optimistic. Your life is still ahead of you.
I am very much grateful for the Emperor's acceptance. I will never forget his kindness.
I have something urgent to report to the Emperor.
What's the matter? Why the rush?
The Imperial Mausoleum caught fire last night. The fire is huge. General Zhao deployed the elite cavalry and the vanguard to put out the fire. But the land's dry. I'm afraid it won't be much use. The Ministry of Punishment has imprisoned Yu Wenyue, the head of the Imperial tombs.
Wait outside. I'm reporting it to His Majesty now.
Who would have possibly dared to burn the catacombs down?
Prince of Shang,
What's the matter?
the Emperor asked you to stay. He needs to speak with you.
Gengxin, I'll talk to you later.
Goodbye, Your Highness.
Yanxun,
What do you need, General Yuwen?
how are you? How's she?
Thank you for asking, General. We're both fine.
Father, you called for me?
You don't have to be formal. Come, stay for a while.
Thank you, Father. Father.
Son, the world is at war. We face many challenges. As second in command, you have suppressed the rebels, and that made me very happy.
Thank you, Father.
Well, I'm not here to praise you. I was only stating the facts. Over the centuries, dynasties have changed. It has become a routine. I will never feel at ease, no matter whose hands hold the military power. And you are my son. The person whom I trust the most.
I'm overwhelmed, Father.
Back when I decided to punish Yan Shicheng, in the whole court, only you and Yu Wenyue opposed my decision. You didn't have connections with Yan Shicheng. Yan Xun and you are mere acquaintances. I realized at the time that this son of mine was the most loyal servant of this country and my court.
I was young and very ignorant at that time. I didn't even get to help you back then. I even wrote to oppose you. I know I was not a good son.
That's what I want to hear. Your honesty and your uprightness.
Thank you for your tolerance.
The Imperial tombs. It's a serious matter. With your triumphant return, I finally have someone I can trust. At least I can relax a little.
You're at the prime of your life, Father. You don't need helpers to get things done. Also, my 3rd, 5th, and 13th brothers are all more competent than me. However, I am happy to be back by your side, and listening to your kind remarks makes me feel blissful and content.
Don't be too modest. Among all your brothers, you stand out as you always see the bigger picture. The generals on the border told me that. It was your courage and your strategy that brought us victory. Your successes were witnessed by all. Now that you're back, I hope that you won't be a disappointment.
I won't fail you, Father, I assure you.
Don't be too formal.
Thank you, Father.
It's been so long. How have you been?
You just asked me the same question.
We were in court. There were too many people. Quite a scene. Now there's only the two of us. This is what I want to ask. It's between you and me.
I'm fine. Thank you so much for asking.
The letters I wrote to you. Did you receive them?
For 3 years, I've been held as a captive in that courtyard. I was bored to death. But I didn't think that whatever you sent to me was even worth my time.
I had no choice then, when I heard the news. Marquis Dingbei was already dead. To save your life, I had
General. Look. With this kind of wind, will the fire at the Imperial Tomb spread? I may be the laziest man in Chang'an, but that doesn't mean that I'm in the mood to sit here and listen to those words of yours. It's quite strange, actually. I already knew that you wouldn't say anything of value, but I was still curious. I had hoped that you'd tell me something new. In fact, why don't you just do what Zhao Xifeng and Yu Wenyue did? Standing your ground, but turning your face away. That tastes better than that fake kindness of yours. You've won the war, and returned a hero. And now you're essentially like a brother to the Prince of Shan. You're the new celebrity in Chang'an. With such prestige, it would bring you much trouble if you were seen with a criminal like me. We should go our separate ways.
Xing isn't dead, right? She's staying with you, isn't she?
What is it? Do you want to kill her again? You barely tried to hide. Aren't you afraid that Yu Wenyue will find you?
He was at the Imperial Tombs. I even took his sword during the fight. I recognized him. Maybe he recognized me. Since it's out in the open, why bother hiding?
Yu Wenyue was at the Imperial Tombs?
He must have been looking for Yuwen Mansion. He must have come across our tracks and followed us. Did he say anything while in court?
No. He pretended not to know. And then when Yuan Che heard of it, he still didn't say anything.
He wants to see Yuwen Mansion dead even more than we do.
But now that he's already come back, you need to be more careful when you move around. This person's mind is unfathomable. He's always scheming. He knows the two of us rather well. In the coming days, we need to tread carefully.
We have many enemies. One more won't matter.
Oh, right. The Emperor ordered to end my house arrest effective today. I can walk freely in the city now.
Really? That's great.
Sit still.
It's nothing serious, all right?
How can you not care about how you look in front of others? Not many girls are like this. If you continue this, you won't be able to marry.
I don't want to get married.
All right then. You don't have to worry about that.
What do you have there?
Why did you come here? Straight from the palace. Do you want everyone to know that we're on the same boat?
The way I see it, no matter what we do or say, people will still think that way. Why can't we be honest from now on? Moreover, my father has implicitly approved. What are you afraid of?
He only punished Yuwen for the fire.
This is only the beginning. The Zhao and Wei clans won't be able to stay out of it.
Your father kept you there. Just to tell you about this?
No, of course not. He gave me some other compliments.
Do you believe him?
I say, why not? My son made some achievements. Why can his father say something nice to him?
I get the feeling that you want to go back to the border and fight. That isn't bad. The wind in Chang'an is too smoky for me. The air at the border is fresher.
You are. It seems like I can't hide anything from you. My third brother is coming back. Father's excited. He renovated the Prince of Mu's palace. He also deployed craftsmen to build mansions. Great construction, although it's not as good as giving us some real power. Now that we're back, it's not that terrible.
Considering the way he left Chang'an, plus the 2 years, the virtue that is being carried out in the East, you'd never get to return to Chang'an if it wasn't to balance your power.
Back in the day, Father got us both banned from Chang'an. But now, both of us are back here. It seems that life here won't be peaceful.
If you wanted peace, you shouldn't have come. Though Chang'an means the long peace, the city is all but peaceful. I know that you know as much.
Never mind. We'll deal with whatever comes ahead of us. In the past, I was not good at schemes, so I got set up. But now that I have you, it won't be easy to set me up again. By the way, what do you honestly think of the Fire of the Tombs? Do you have any news?
Nothing so far.
Father cares a lot about it. If you can figure out who's behind it, Father will be very pleased.
I see.
Good. Yeah. You didn't let me down. After surviving on the battlefield, you have become very mature and prudent.
Thank you, Grandfather. Now that I'm back, I'm eager to put the Sky Eye to use.
It's not urgent. The Sky Eye is of no importance. The spies matter more than that place. As long as the spies remain, the Sky Eye will be rebuilt sooner or later.
Chongyu has taken the goods from the tomb to sell at the market. We planned a few dozen channels. At least 1 or 2 will lead to the palace. Then, when the stolen goods from the tombs end up in front of the Emperor, he will be furious.
But it's going to take some time before they reach him.
Yes, it will take time for that to happen. But it's fine. It'll seem more convincing.
In that case, why don't we expand our plot a little?
Why did you cut my plant? This plant is really valuable.
Is it really?
Of course. I can exchange it for 10 bows, 20 iron daggers, and 2 horse armors.
All right. Later, I'll ask Feng Mian not to send these useless things anymore. It's not what I need right now.
This isn't for you anyway. This will be your gift to the Emperor on his birthday.
Can't you send a route?
Your Highness, Miss Chu, it's time to eat.
I'm not hungry.
Did you see Prince Yan Xun yet?
I did.
Good to hear.
He seems healthy. But he looked rather disheartened. He looks very different from before.
He's fought for his life. That's bound to change a man.
So tell me, what's your honest opinion on Yan Xun?
He's my old master, so I care about him. However, I haven't forgotten my identity and my position.
So you're saying that...
If you want to get rid of him, I won't stop you.
You are such a cold-blooded man.
Yan Xun suffered, but the people are also innocent. I know him better than anybody here at the palace. Whatever you know about him, I see it much clearer.
I cannot send him back to northern Yan. Although, the rulers of Yan were innocent and wronged. But now, to protect our beloved Wei, and to protect the people, I am not going to show him mercy, and won't let him go back.
I'm afraid General Yuwen thinks differently.
I hope he can understand me. I value and live up to the friendship between us.
Whoa, whoa! Put those things over there!
Yes, move them over there.
Yes! Chu?
Yeah. Yeah.
Prince of Yu?
Prince of Yu.
Yan Xun, where have you been these days? It's been such a long time, I've missed you. Your Highness is rather forgetful. We just met a couple of days ago. Really? We met a few days ago? How come I don't remember? Chu, where have you been? I went to the Inca courtyard many times already, and the doorman said you weren't there.
I went out.
How nice is that? You can go out any time. Oh, and guess what? I went out a few days ago with my 8th brother. We went to the wine house. Father found out about it and had me punished. He asked me to copy the Dao De Jing 200 times. 200 times! It almost broke my wrist.
All that for going to a wine house? You must have done something else.
They took me there. I did nothing wrong. Hey, Yan Xun, I want to borrow Chu for a while. You won't mind, right? Well, then I'll take that as a yes. Thank you so much. Come on. Chu, Yan Xun's gone crazy. Have you as well? You know Yu Wenyue is also here. If he sees you're back, you'll be in big trouble. Aren't you afraid?
I already saw him.
What? You already saw him? Did he do anything to you?
I'm only a servant, and he didn't seem to care.
You are not just some ordinary servant. Back then at the execution square, we all remember you rather clearly. Anyway, you and Yan Xun have received amnesty. Yu Wenyue won't hurt you, and you also have me with you.
Is that why you asked me here?
Of course not. 3 months from now, I'll be able to leave the palace. I can get my own mansion outside and get married.
I see. How nice. Congratulations.
Hey, it's a big thing. Why aren't you happy?
I am happy.
You're not at all excited.
I am excited.
Why don't you smile if you're excited?
Not everyone shows their feelings on their face. I'm happy on the inside. My heart's just pounding with joy.
Well, I can't see your heart pounding.
Because it's on the inside.
That doesn't count. This is a big thing. You can't just be happy on the inside. You need to give me a gift.
Prince of Yu, you're asking me for a gift? Isn't that a bit much to ask for?
Actually, it really isn't. You can just give yourself to me.
Huh?
No. That's not what I meant. I mean, when I can live in my own mansion outside, you can come to my mansion.
Go to your mansion?
Uh-huh. Yanshun's northern Yan is too far. And besides, the region's run down, and it snows for half the year. You'll be suffering there, so why not come to my place?
To be a maid clad in golden jade, you mean?
What are you saying? When did I ever think of you as a simple maid? Achu, we've known each other for many years by now, and now we're finally reunited. Tell me, was there ever a time that I treated you like a maid?
It's all right. I was joking.
You never make these kinds of jokes with Yanshu.
If there's nothing else, I'll be leaving now.
To where?
Back to life as a maid.
This is a wild forest. There are wild beasts here. They could eat you. Let me protect you. Also, Yu Wenyue and Zhao Liying are also around. Watch out for them. Do you hear that? Hey! Where are you? Hey!
Rabbit, why are you out here all alone? There you go.
Hey. Jama. Does that count?
Hey! Tell me, whose slave are you? Who said you could touch my prey?
I'm not a slave.
Then you are now. It seems like we've found a new prey, so shall we try again?
Yes.
Take the silver and run. Run as fast as you can. I told you to run.
Your arrows are fast. You'll be able to shoot me while I'm running. But I wonder if you're able to shoot a galloping horse.
Of course. I've even managed to shoot down eagles from the sky. What more a horse?
All right. So if I were on horseback, would you be able to hit me?
Hey, Jalu, give her your horse.
To her?
I told you to give it to her.
Come on. Here.
ride? It looks like you'll be trampled to death before I get the chance to shoot you. All right then, now go, and go fast!
Hey! My horse! She took it just like that?
Your Highness, the Prince of Yu sent a gift to the pavilion. It's for Miss Chu.
Leave it there.
Prince of Yu told me to deliver it to Miss Achu in person. I will leave now.
Jing?
Your Highness?
Bring me the present I brought for the princess.
As you wish. Your Highness, this dress is made of rare materials from Nanjun. It's the latest model. It's delicate and unique. The princess will like it very much.
Miss Achu, whose horse is that? Why is it hurt?
Don't worry about it. Just let it go. It'll find its way back.
Oh,
What happened? Did you get in trouble?
Oh, it's nothing. What's this?
It's for you.
This is for me? Why would you give me this?
Someone gave it to me as a present. I think you look good in it. How is it? Do you like it?
Of course I do. It's from you. But I haven't worn an actual dress for a long time. I never had the chance.
Of course you do. Now the Emperor has given me amnesty and has released me from house arrest. Wear whatever you like. Right. This is from the Prince of Yu.
From Yuwen Song? your dress?
Yeah.
Well, the color is definitely his style. But I prefer the one you gave me.
Move aside!
Who are you?
You worthless dog. Don't you recognize who I am? Then your eyes aren't much use, are they? I'll dig them out for you. Let go! So you really are here. I was wondering who it was. It's the little wolf cub of Northern Yan. Yan Xun, it's been a long time. Looks like your whole family is dead, and you're hiding here under the wings of your enemy like a turtle pulling its head. I've rarely ever seen someone so open-minded.
Princess Chama.
The truth is, I'm not here for you. This little slave of yours has just offended me, and I've come to punish her.
And what are you going to do to her? How do you wish to punish her?
I haven't decided yet. However, I don't need your help. How much does your slave here cost? I'll pay you double.
Or how about I pay you 10 times that amount, and we let this thing go? All right?
Yan Xun, don't be stupid. It's already a mercy that I don't trouble you. And now you dare offend me for a slave?
Even if the Emperor came for her today in person, I'd never agree to hand her over to anyone. What's more, she's not a slave.
Well, that's interesting. Another romantic from Northern Yan. Yan Shicheng defended the Emperor for Bai Shang, and look what happened. It seems that the Yan clan won't recover, even if no one tries to stop you. The only ones to survive actually likes boys. Yan Xun, do you think I'm asking for your opinion? Take a good look at your current status. I've decided to take the slave from you today. I'll not only take him, I'll torture him to death right in front of you. Then let's see what you can do to me. Huh, it turns out you're a girl. And quite good looking. Yan Xun, the hunt will last for many days, so protect your little slave. Don't let her get captured and chopped into pieces. Let's go.
Your Highness.
Is everything all right?
I'm fine.
We have a situation.
Yes, I heard.
The Jama is too domineering. Who do you think that person could be?
It could be a former maid of mine.
A maid, you say?
Yes.
You changed your sword.
Will you accompany me to tonight's banquet?
Really?
Yes. I'm afraid Chama might return, looking for trouble. You can't reveal just yet who you are. They could cause you trouble.
If there's trouble, I can hide. It's a big hunting field. I don't think she can find me.
You can't hide forever anyway. You just showed yourself. In less than 1 hour, everyone will know that you're here. You might as well go to the banquet. Here, Achu, I want you to wear this.
Me in a dress?
Why not? It's a different time now. We're not where we were 3 years ago. I have the jade from the Emperor, so all of the lords should show me respect.
Have you heard the buzz around? The maid who stayed with Yan Xun is not dead. She's been hiding by his side all these years.
Do you mean Yu Wenyue's personal maid? That's Xing.
Yes, that's her. People are already talking about it.
That's good news. I always thought that she got away too easy. Now I finally have the chance to kill her myself.
How about tomorrow?
Very good. We'll go together tomorrow. Nice and neat. We won't leave a trace, huh?
Count on me for that.
I'd advise you not to go through with this. This is the royal hunting field. There are ambassadors here. Do you want to murder someone under the Emperor's nose? If someone finds
So
out,
what if they do? She's just a criminal after all. Killing her is as justifiable as killing an ant, all right?
Don't you forget, the Emperor has given him the Jade. This means that his status is very different from before. You know better.
Yes. That only took him 3 years. If we wait any longer, it will be too late. Hey, Shuya, I have some girls waiting for me in my tent, so excuse me for now. Will you arrange tomorrow's event? Thank you.
Leave it to me. Do you still not see things clearly? Who is the Emperor's favorite family? The Qiao clan. The Qiao clan has always been wanting to destroy the Wei family. And now the Emperor's favorite consort is Qiao Jieyu. She's the only one who'll accompany him on the hunt tomorrow. If anything were to go wrong, we'll just blame the Qiao for everything. Let them be the scapegoat. My brother, you're as weak as a woman. You'll never make it.
What do you want?
Ah. Why aren't you wearing the dress I gave you?
I think this one suits me better.
No, it doesn't. It looks horrendous. It doesn't suit you at all.
Well, I think it does.
Yan Xun, come on, you tell her that it doesn't suit her. I think that it suits her just fine.
What do you want?
Ah. Why aren't you wearing the dress I gave you?
I think this one suits me better.
No, it doesn't. It looks awful. It doesn't suit you at all.
Well, I think it does.
Yan Xun, come on, you tell her that it doesn't suit her. I think that it suits her just fine. No, it doesn't. It doesn't suit her at all. Your tastes are awful. Go back to your tent and put on the dress I gave you.
Your Highness, please come over.
All right. Change your clothes, or I'll get angry. Bye. Nachu, wait for me here. I'll drink some toasts.
All right.
My lord.
You're here as well. Do you remember me?
Everyone here knows who you are, Lord Ye.
See how lively this is. But each one is actually making plans of their own. What do you think?
It's too complex. I don't understand.
don't you drink with us?
I'm not good at drinking. And I've had enough already. Please excuse me.
You want to leave just like that? I heard that that maid of yours is still alive. You did well in hiding her. Isn't she Yu Wenyue's maid? How come she's with you now?
You are being arrogant, Lord Wei. Aren't you afraid you'll cause your family trouble?
Afraid of what? Your clan has fallen. What am I supposed to be afraid of?
Unless I got it wrong. I think you were just released from house arrest. Even after such a long sentence, you still haven't become more restrained. No wonder your father values your brother more. It seems he's the better man.
What do you mean by that? You'd better stop talking nonsense.
Lord Wei, I'm only stating the truth. No need to get angry.
Trust me, I can make sure you never leave this hunting field! Hey! Yan Xun, my apologies. Chu Qiao has had too much to drink. Please forgive him. Stay out of this! Shut up! Look around. This is no place to pick a fight!
Right, it's fine. Let's go, let's go.
After you go back, tell Yunshan that in Chang'an City, there are a lot of eyes staring at him. He shouldn't be too willful. If he dares to do anything to stir up trouble, I will not let him go.
Don't worry, Lord Ye. Yanshin and I have been together in Chang'an City for so many years. We're used to surviving on our own. We have nothing to worry about.
Let's hope so. See you around.
Servants, give Chama her reward.
I really don't need a reward. It's my first time here in Chang'an. May I have your permission to challenge someone here?
Really? Ah. Who do you want to challenge amongst the crowd?
Everyone knows that young Shun's slave is an excellent fighter. I haven't had the chance to see it. Today we're all in a good mood. How about we have a little fun?
Yan Xun. Rise.
Your Majesty, my maid is only familiar with the basics of martial arts. She'll be an embarrassment. Moreover, the princess is an excellent rider and outstanding fighter. I think this fight isn't going to be exciting.
Hey, Prince Yan Xun. My sister would like to compete with your maid. Just give in to her request.
It's good manners to help others. Since our distinguished guest is interested, we should fulfill her wish.
Yan Xun. I arranged tonight's banquet mainly to amuse our guests. So, well, don't spoil the fun for everyone. Why don't we grant their request?
Your Majesty, Zhama just finished her performance. She needs to rest. Surely it would be unfair to have her get into a fight now.
Your Majesty, I could let one of my men, Shida, compete with her. If she manages to defeat him, then she can fight me after.
Sounds good.
That's unfair. Let's just stop with all this.
Jama is a delicate and noble princess. Her competing with a simple maid is already inappropriate. Not to mention, she just gave a performance. Prince of Yu, listen, she's just a maid. It's not a big deal.
Shifeng is absolutely right. It's just for fun after all.
All right. That's enough, everyone. Let's begin.
Please be careful.
Why won't she just die?
Just you wait. Jama won't let her get away with this.
Have you rested, Your Highness? We don't have to fight, if you're still tired.
Yes, I'll fight. What do I have to fear from a lowly slave like you? Let's have an archery competition. 3 arrows per person. We can shoot at each other. And whoever gets hit is the loser.
Princess, your health is important. You shouldn't get hurt. You should choose other targets.
But where's the fun in that? Our Batu family is some of the world's best archers. I don't believe that. I'll lose over a lowly maid.
I have a suggestion. Jama will use the normal arrows, while Yanshin's maid can use blunted ones. That way, even if Jama gets hit, she won't be hurt.
That's ridiculous. You're being unfair.
It's just an ordinary maid. So what if she dies?
Zhao Shifeng?
I'm willing to use blunted arrows for the competition.
Tell me your name.
Your Majesty, my name is Chu Qiao.
Well then, I haven't seen archery as good as that for many years. And also, it's even more impressive since you're a girl.
Father, if that's the case, shouldn't you reward her with something?
Right. 10,000 pieces of gold to Chu Qiao, and 10,000 pieces of gold to Jama.
Thank you, Your Majesty.
Thank you, Your Majesty.
Your Majesty, the woman is a maid of Green Hill Court. She belongs there, yet she serves another master. According to the laws of Wei, escaping means death.
Father, Chu Qiao is indeed a maid, but she has won glory for Wei today. It wouldn't be appropriate to punish her now.
She's still an escaped maid. If she's excused just because she won, it would be an insult to our laws.
My lady is right. Your Majesty, please punish her according to the law.
Your Majesty, it's true that she used to be my maid. But that was such a long time ago now. I drafted the release papers a long time ago. I left for the borders 3 years ago. I was in such a haste that I didn't have much time then to hand them over to her. She's actually been free for a long time now. She's not a maid anymore. She is free now.
Your Majesty, Lord Ye is telling the truth.
Then you should remember to go and pick up those papers. All right, let's all then go back to the banquet.
Thank you, Your Majesty.
Chu Qiao, how's it going for the plans tomorrow?
Don't worry, everything has been arranged.
After tomorrow, Northern Yan won't have a true heir. Report!
My lord, the people you asked for are ready.
Good. Have them do what I told you.
Yes.
I've arranged for an ambush along Yan Shun's path tomorrow. He's surely going to die, and so is his arrogant maid.
Oh well, I can't believe that this criminal has survived this long. If he makes it through tomorrow, then my family name is not Zhao.
Yan Shun should feel honored that he will die by one of my spiral arrows.
You're back.
Mm-hmm.
Is everything ready?
It's all been arranged.
Tonight when you competed with Jama, Zhao Xifeng and Wei Shuyo were more nervous than her. They were very eager to see you get killed. But they didn't realize just how much you've grown.
They're all here. Only Yuwen Mansion is missing.
He used someone as a scapegoat. He escaped the death penalty, but he was degraded 3 levels. He won't be allowed to attend banquets like this one.
So he escaped once again.
They think we'll fall into their trap. But I'm the hunter, not their prey.
carry Zhao Shifeng's body here, and then go to Wei Shuya's tent. Tell him we need one of his spiral arrows. Yes. Prince, look at this. You have to see this. There's only one deadly wound. I compared it with those of his 3 other companions. They're in the same position. The wound has a spiral pattern. It's one of Wei Shuya's spiral arrows. He's the only one with these kinds of arrows. They're very unique.
So in your opinion, who is most likely the murderer? Wei Shuya, is this one of your spiral arrows?
Yes.
Are you the only one who uses these arrows?
The arrowheads are very difficult to make. During production, a lot must be scrapped. Only 1 in 100 is usable.
So if that is true, these arrows must be very rare.
Of course they are, but they are not impossible to copy.
According to your knowledge in this hunting field, who else uses these kinds of arrows aside from you?
I don't know.
Zhao Shifeng and his 3 companions were all killed with this kind of arrow. How do you explain that?
That's impossible. It has nothing to do with me. I didn't kill Zhao Shifeng.
Yesterday, you were seen leaving the camp together with Zhao Shifeng and his companions. Where did you go?
We went hunting.
But then you didn't report it when the others never returned. Why was that the case?
I never thought to, but Zhao Shifeng's death has nothing to do with me.
Wei Shuya, you keep saying that you had nothing to do with his death. Now I'd like to search your tent so you can prove it.
Fine.
Your Highness, this chest cannot be opened.
Then break it open.
Yes.
Wait! That chest was made by an apprentice of Lu Ban. It would be a waste to break it. I'll open it myself. Please.
Your Highness, there's nothing of importance here.
Well then, I guess the search is done. Does this prove my innocence?
Your Highness, there's a secret chamber.
It was one of Lu Ban's designs. It's very common.
Your Highness.
We're all men.
There's something else.
The armies of Northern Yan.
This...
Wei Shuyo, how do you explain this?
Your Majesty, someone framed me! Please investigate further!
Your Majesty, the Wei clan's territory borders that of northern Yan. They've always coveted our land. Over the last few years, they've sent more assassins to Yingge courtyard than I care to count. Everybody knows this. On that day, Wei Shuyo stole the jade from my waist and killed Zhao Xifeng, wanting to frame me for the murder and hoping I'd be executed. In this way, Northern Yan would have no ruler, and the Wei clan could finally take it over for themselves. He never expected he'd fall for his own trap.
Yan Xun, you're lying! Your Majesty!
My Xifeng! He was friends with you since you were small, yet you took advantage! You murdered my son!
Your Majesty, I didn't do it! I didn't kill him! His death has nothing to do with me! You have to believe me!
In the face of such compelling evidence, what more is there to discuss?
Your Majesty, it wasn't me!
Your Majesty, I'm begging you! Make this traitor pay for my son's death!
Your Majesty, it wasn't me! Don't let him fool you! Your Majesty!
Your Majesty!
Your Majesty, the Wei clan has always served you loyally. Not once have we ever harbored a rebellious thought. I beg you, Your Majesty!
My dear Prime Minister, you've helped me for many years. You've always been loyal. The Wei clan has made several contributions to the throne. How can you harbor rebellious thoughts? I believe in you.
Thank you, Your Majesty.
However, the evidence cannot be ignored. Wei Shuyo, just confess your sins. Don't drag your father into this, or your entire clan.
Your Majesty! Your Majesty, I didn't do it! Your Majesty! Father! 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 It wasn't me, Father!
Animal!
Father!
Animal! The Emperor's always treated us well, and this is how you choose to repay him?
Father! I swear it wasn't me! Father! 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 Father!
Go now. Go in peace, my son. I will seek justice for those who hurt you. Your Majesty, I did not educate my son well. Please punish me as you see fit.
You have shown your loyalty by placing justice above your own family. How can I still punish you for that? Please rise.
Thank you, Your Majesty.
Put the body of Wei Shuyo on display for 3 days as an example of royal law. Yan Xun. You are no longer a suspect in this case. You may leave.
Thank you, Your Majesty.
Majesty's been working hard these days. You must be very tired.
I have no choice. The Wei clan has been making a lot of moves. They've become aggressive.
Do you mean Wei Shuyo killing Zhao Shifeng?
It is more than that. Whoever did it, whatever really happened, these families have been killing each other since the dawn of time. But that's good as they continue this. No one gains the upper hand.
Your Majesty, take things easy. Just rest. We have placed spies everywhere. As soon as we receive an update, it will be reported to you.
Oh. My head eunuch. You are such a great help to me.
Helping Your Majesty is my life's greatest pleasure.
My lord, please have some tea.
Uncle! Uncle! Be careful, Uncle.
If only Shuyo was half as calm and mature as you are, Shuye.
My lord, do you think we should send people to kill Prince Yanxun?
No, it's too obvious. Slow down. We must wait. Even if we want to. We are not in a position to do it ourselves.
Yes. We can hire killers among the common people. We have the money. We can do that.
We can make contact. But we must be patient. And wait for the perfect time.
Yes.
Uncle!
My lord, slowly.
Apparently, I'm not a very smart person. But I'm not a stupid person either. How did my son turn out like that? Perhaps this is all just divine intervention. Shuya, the future of the Wei clan rests in your hands.
Uncle.
Zhao Shifeng and Wei Shuyo are both dead. Yanxun is going to feel a little better now. I hope there will be less trouble in the future.
This is just one minor victory. A great families are large. They sacrifice individuals to save the clan. Yanxun is still young and inexperienced. Either he wait in silence or act ruthlessly. If he makes himself a target, it will be dangerous. The Wei will not stand there and just take it. Surely they would want revenge. So, you must be very careful.
I will be.
This is Feng Mian's secret letter to Yanxun. If the Wei clan acts on revenge and starts to threaten you, we'll deploy all the spies on Zuche Street and fight till the last person to guard the safety of Yanxun. So, are you?
It's worth it.
Feng Mian's secret letter. Wei Guang, that old fox, has been hiring killers in Shanyang. He wants to end Northern Yan without resorting to war.
The Wei clan is the archenemy of Northern Yan. It has to be removed.
The eunuch's here! Miss Chu.
How can we help?
The Emperor wants to see Chu. She's invited to the palace.
The Emperor wants to see me?
Yes.
All right, I'll go with you.
I don't know if this is good or bad.
In either case, I have to go. Don't worry.
Miss, please follow me.
Please wait here. I'll report your arrival.
All right.
You insolent lowlife! You dare to bring weapons into the palace. Arrest her. Arrest her. Yu Wenyue, this insolent criminal brought a weapon into the palace and had bad intentions. This is none of your business.
She's carrying my Poya sword with her. Earlier, I left it at Yanshin's place, so I asked her to bring it here. Also, the Emperor summoned her, right, Sheng?
That's right. Lord Huai, take a good look at this. It's the Poya sword.
You were recently punished. I think you should stay low for the meantime, to avoid further trouble.
I came to see Princess Yuan Chun.
What does it have to do with you? You need a sword to see the princess? I'd ask you the same thing. Why did you bring a sword? The second in command of the elite cavalry stables can't carry a sword? You've been demoted. I think you should mind your own business. Let's go, Shi.
Why did you want to see me?
I need my sword back.
Give me back my sword first.
You're all grown up now. The tone of speech is so different. You must have someone backing you up. Who could that be? Yanshin?
Not the other way around.
How rude. Have you really forgotten who taught you how to fight? Your scheme was very amateur. Do you really think it'll fool everyone?
Yes, it may have been amateurish, but the Emperor believed it anyway.
Without the release papers, you're still nothing but a maid of Greenhill Court.
Tell me, under what condition will you let me go?
You're my maid. Until I write it. How about this? You are to serve me for one more day.
For one more day? Aren't you worried I'll stab you a dozen times by sundown?
If you're really that good, you can try.
Do you mean that?
Have I ever joked with you in the past?
Miss Chu,
Thank you, head eunuch. Just call me Chu Qiao.
an important document has arrived from the Northwest. The Emperor is discussing it with his officials. I'm afraid he won't be able to see you today. You may go back home.
Thank you for letting me know. Won't you ask me why the Emperor wanted to see me?
Why would I ask that? You'd tell me even if I don't.
Of course I won't say if you don't ask.
Miss Achu. My Lord Achu. What title did the Emperor assign to you? General? Or commander?
Neither of the two.
Neither?
Something came up, and I didn't get to see him.
What came up?
I don't know. News from the Northwest, apparently.
Yes. If he wants to get rid of me, he will think to take out my supporters one by one. I can hide today, but maybe not tomorrow.
Aren't you worried?
What's there to be worried about? We've prepared for a long time. Just for this moment, didn't we?
By the way, tell me. When do you plan on bringing out the roast duck? I'm starving here.
You have a good nose on you.
It smells wonderful.
Come on, try it. Tell me how it tastes.
Want some?
No, I don't. You like it?
All right. I need to go out tomorrow.
To where?
I met Yu Wenyue at the palace. He asked me to be his maid for one more day before giving me the release papers.
Will you do as he says?
I will. I won't let him threaten me with my status again, so I'll get the release papers no matter what. We promised each other not to fool each other or hide the truth. That's why I thought I had to tell you.
Please. After you left, Master ordered to keep clean in your room.
Come in. You've been privileged at Yanshin's side for so long. You've forgotten the rules of Greenhill Court completely.
I'm just afraid I'll have nothing nice to say.
Then pick something nice to say.
I can't, especially not to you.
Is this a good attitude for a maid like you?
There are many types of maids. Some like to flatter people, to climb the social ladder. Some swallow the pain and only do what's necessary to stay alive. Then there are those who are full of hatred and who can't wait to kill their master.
Which type are you?
I'm the most dangerous type. I can kill you right away.
Then why didn't you poison my tea when you prepared it? You just saw that I drank it. Without hesitation. It would have been easier.
Yu Wenyue, it's only been a few years, yet you've become so stupid. I'm no longer the Xing you used to know, but you completely let your guard down around me.
If you wanted to kill me so much, why did you still agree to come back here? You must be so worried that I'd kill you. Or maybe in your heart, you trusted me.
You know very well why I came. If you hadn't threatened me with the papers, you'd think I'd waste my time with you here?
Xing, if I were you, I wouldn't mess with my master.
My name's not Xing. It's Chu Qiao.
Here in Greenhill Court, your name is Xing.
Xing! 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 That hurt! That hurt! That hurt!
Come. Let's go outside. Let me see if your fighting skills have improved.
If you happen to die in the fight, blame your own incompetence. Don't go blaming me, all right?
Those are big words. Let's see if you're as good as you say.
Time to eat.
Sit down and join me.
That wasn't allowed before.
Really? Well, I make the rules here.
You used to be very picky, weren't you? How can you eat these simple dishes?
If you had to eat rotten horse meat for 3 days, you wouldn't be picky either.
Who would have thought?
I'm not picky. Yet I don't like it when others take my meat.
You asked me to sit down and share a meal with you. What makes you think this meat is yours?
I took it first.
Well, I didn't see that. You've already had rotten horse meat, right? Surely a little dirt won't bother you. All right, my lord. Your bed is prepared. You can go to sleep now.
Thousand Spirits powder. It's a concoction of the poison from the Persian snakes. It is believed that one drop can kill 1,000 people. It's the king of poisons. People from outside the border like to exaggerate things. Maybe it really can't kill 1,000 people, but it's more than enough to kill one.
What are you trying to say?
That's a poison from the West regions. The Thousand Spirits powder. The Thousand Spirits powder.
There's only one left.
Shanmo, the antidote. The antidote. Lord, there was only one pill left.
Lord, please help me. Help me.
He will suffer for hours, and his liver will explode. He dies in pain.
Lord, I'm begging you. Please kill me. Please kill me. I'm begging you. I'm begging you. Please kill me.
Pills of revival are rare. I only had one.
They are rare. And my brother's life wasn't? Answer me. How much is a person's life worth to you?
Sheng, you shouldn't live for someone else. You should set yourself free.
You and I aren't on the same path. There's no need for more words. I did what I promised. When will you give me the papers?
Seven. Bring me the papers and prepare a carriage. Send Sheng home.
This is the release paper. Once you leave Green Hill Court, you won't belong here anymore.
I never belonged here anyway.
Back then, Lord Jia used the needle to fake your death. He rushed to save you, but was ambushed by assassins. And we got delayed. When we arrived, you were already gone.
late. Why aren't you asleep?
Well, the air is fresh after the rain. Did you get what you wanted?
He gave me my release papers.
Did he give you a hard time?
It's not like it was in the past. He can't push me around.
Chu, have some ginger water before bed. You were caught in the rain, and you might catch a cold. Chu, I can't protect you from these insults. I'm powerless at the moment. I'm sorry. I'll take you away from here soon. Then this will never happen again. I promise.
Yanxun, you don't need to apologize to me. We've been through so much already. Besides, we have more important things to do. Don't worry about me. Try not to think too much. Go get some sleep. I think that Wei Guang can't keep his anger much longer. He'll come for you very soon.
We can't hide from destiny. Wei Guang, that old fox, has been very patient. I thought he'd move sooner.
If we don't get rid of this tiger, there will be more problems.
The goods that you took from the tombs must have reached the palace by now.
They have. Now we'll see how the Emperor will react.
Your Highness, Mr. Wu wanted me to give you this. He said to open it if you want to destroy Wei Guang.
We still don't know who set the tombs on fire. And now the grave goods have already become popular at the antiques market. I've sent people to find out what goods were stolen, but the tombs were completely flooded. My dear Minister, you were in charge of the construction. Would you mind explaining to me how such a thing could have happened?
I will find the reason.
And how will you do that? You were completely in charge, from site selection to supervision. Those tombs were built by you. Now the Imperial tomb is broken everywhere. They're more fit for the Dragon Kings of the Four Seas. If it weren't for the fire at the Imperial tomb, I would still be in the dark. Do you really think of me as a stupid 3-year-old child? Huh?
Please don't be angry. The tombs are breaking down. As the head of their construction, the fault lies with me. I am growing old and less efficient. I may have failed to carry out my duties properly, but I never steal goods from the royal tombs. That simply is not true. The tombs were built 5 years ago. The Ministry of Rights chose the site, and I was tasked to manage it. Lord Liu led the construction, and Yuwen is in charge of security. Now the thieves entered and set the tombs on fire. It is hard to tell exactly everything that has transpired. Your Majesty, please let me investigate this matter. I will do everything to find the truth. I will give Your Majesty an answer for all these—
Enough! If you didn't have anything to do about this matter, then you should remain in the palace. I will personally send people to investigate.
Yes.
Greetings, Your Majesty.
Yu Wenyue. The Imperial tombs were looted. I order you to investigate this matter. You can inquire any official anytime as needed. You're also allowed to deploy soldiers from the elite cavalry stables and from the city office. I give you 10 days to find out what happened. Also, on the missing goods list, there is a white jade vessel. It bothers me that it has not been found still. This vessel, according to the priests, can guard all sides and bring fortune to the country. While it rests on the tombs of the Feng Shui line, it's highly important. It must not be taken by anyone.
I will make a thorough investigation. Please trust me, Your Majesty.
After you came back from the border, did you meet Yan Xun in private?
Yes. We met once. Yan Xun is very different from 3 years ago. He looked more peaceful.
Peaceful? That's a strange word. Some things simply cannot be erased with time. As long as you understand what's important and take the right side. Your achievements will outshine those of your grandfather.
Yes.
You scared me. Yuwen-san, what are you doing?
What were you thinking of just now? It must be something serious.
Do you think that Yanshin is going to meet danger?
What danger?
These days, I've been having nightmares. I see people assassinating him.
You're just worrying over nothing.
What do you mean it's nothing? The 3-year period is almost over. You know very well what happened 3 years ago. He has too many enemies. Those people, why won't they let him go back to Northern Yan safely?
Then what will you do? Father has already asked Yu Wenyue to guard the Inca courtyard.
That's just a short-term solution. It won't work in the long run. I'm a princess of Wei. But I still can't offer him any kind of help at all.
Chun. So that's what's been bothering you? You can do nothing about it. You live in the palace. He's out of your reach.
But you see, last night, I thought hard about it. And finally, I came up with a plan.
What is it?
Take a guess.
I won't guess.
If you don't tell me, then I'll just leave. All right. I really have no idea. Maybe you should tell me.
Yuwen-san, say if Yan Xun becomes father's son-in-law, do you think people would still dare to hurt him?
You didn't think of this last night. You've been thinking of it your whole life, haven't you? Huh?
But I'm being serious about this. Just think about it. It's the only option left. If we do this, then Yan Xun will be safe.
Then I'd have to let you know. It'd be easier to climb the sky than to make him your husband. Father won't agree in the first place.
Do you have any better ideas? You don't, right? Then you should support me.
Chun, please don't tell Father about this plan. He might think that Yan Xun seduced you. He'll make life even harder for him. Please, Chun!
Greetings, my dear mother.
Did you come here to bring me the painting of the cloud? The clouds drawn by the royal painters lack some spirit, don't they?
Mother, I forgot about the painting. I'll have Tai Wei send it to you later. But I did prepare.
In the imperial tombs only revealed a piece of Wei's deeds. Wei Guang cheated the emperor and took money from the people. That's an unshakable fact. If the emperor investigates him, he won't live much longer.
I'm afraid the emperor wants to use her hands to punish him.
We need to hit where it hurts. As long as we find strong evidence, he won't get away. The Emperor wants to strike a balance, but only under the condition that it doesn't threaten his power. This is a Sky Eye tally. It's linked to a pawn I placed by Wei Guang's side. Take it and use it. Use it well.
Lord Ye.
Be careful.
Yes.
My lord, our investigation shows that the tomb's walls were severely damaged. The southern wall has partly collapsed, blocking the drainage channels. The east and west tombs are completely submerged. The fire that day only damaged the outer buildings. The inside wasn't damaged and completely intact. However, the leakage is very serious. My lord, Lord Liu of the Ministry of Works have been removed from his position and several contractors have been jailed. They're kept in the city office, with Yu Wenyue guarding them in person. But please, don't worry. They won't spill anything.
I suspect that Yan Xun is behind all of this. Send someone to the black market and trace the origins of the goods. If we can only find the tiniest of clues, we can send him to his death. Go and send someone to the black market and trace back the origins of those goods. If only we can find even the tiniest of clues, we can finally send him to his death. We have to make it clean so he cannot escape. Yan Xun is much better at these games than his father ever was. The last time we upset the Emperor, we have to avoid causing a stir in Chang'an. We should start from northern Yan and Shanyang instead.
Understood, my lord.
My lord, you have spent a large sum bribing the Shenyang Trade Guild. These are their accounts for this month. Please take a look. It appears the Shenyang Trade Guild is much stronger than we had imagined. To tear them apart once and for all, it will cost much more than we originally thought it would. My lord, can we possibly take it out of Northern Yan's tax money?
We can't. And not only that, we also have to return what we have taken. If the funds are insufficient, we'll use our own and take some from the guilds. It's a critical time. We cannot let people, or anyone for that matter, have leverage over us.
Understood, my lord.
You are all dismissed.
Yes, my lord.
Stay here yet. And send him out as well.
Uncle, he's a deaf man. He can't hear anything.
That may be so, but I do not want anybody else to be in the room when I tell you what I have to say.
Go out. Uncle.
Yeah. Tell me, how have I treated you all these years?
You have raised me and educated me like your own son.
You disagree with many things in our clan. But now, the clan is in trouble.
Uncle.
And you cannot stand by and watch.
Uncle, what exactly is going on? Lord Liu was found guilty of the fire in the tombs, right?
Embezzlement, favoring one's own, even selling official positions. Not a single one of these crimes are serious enough for them to destroy the Wei clan. All of the major families have at least one or two skeletons in their closets. The Emperor knows this as well as anyone else.
So, what do we do now?
There is something that has been bothering me for a long time. It was a stupid mistake I made a long time ago, and these days, I regret it very much.
You what? Uncle, how could you be so unwise?
I guess I didn't think much of it at the time. I was so sure my plan was impeccable that no one would ever find out about it. I didn't think this day would come.
Uncle, there's not a plan that's totally impeccable. We must open the coffin and take out the jade vessel.
Your grandfather was buried a long time ago. How could we possibly open his grave and disturb his spirit?
The fate of the clan is at stake. And besides, if he knew about this, he wouldn't be able to rest.
The thing is, there's another way to solve this. There is only one other person who knows about this other than us. If we get rid of him, then nobody will ever find out about this secret.
Who?
From the Ministry of Works, Liu Xin.
I'm back, Your Highness.
Thank you.
Lord Liu.
Liu Shen.
Hasn't he already been sent back? He's one of Wei Guang's people, and his scapegoat for the issues with the tombs.
So what is this important item that you mentioned to us?
They were too far away, and they kept their voices low. I was unable to hear it, but it must be something quite important.
We don't need to know that for now. The key here is Liu Shen. He has information that could possibly send Wei Guang to his death. Tell me, where is he now?
After the fire, he was removed from his post. I've sent people to watch him. He's packed, and he's probably planning to run away.
We know that the southwest is the Liu clan's turf. We can't let him go back there.
I will stop him.
Don't let him get away.
Yes, my lord. Uncle, I've made preparations.
Take care of yourself.
You can go.
Hey, you! Come back!
Stop making a fuss!
Why'd you just let him go?
What's wrong with you?
You're wounded.
Let go of me! Let go!
Don't struggle. I know it hurts. I'll take care of it.
Let go of me!
I won't.
Yu Wenyue, when did you become so shameless?
I've always been. Couldn't you tell?
I'll count to 3, then you'll let go.
Count to 100. I'll have it bound tight.
Oh, he's right, you know. It'll just take a minute. Oh, then we can get on our way. Oh, thank heaven. Thank heaven for you two. Thank heaven. Let's get going. We have...
Why'd you do that?
He was annoying. If you don't stop talking, I'll knock you out as well. I've decided. I'll take him. You know that this is the only option that's reasonable.
Why do you get to decide what's reasonable? The Emperor sent you?
You stole the Buddha from the Imperial tombs, didn't you? Everything should be in your control. What else do you need to know?
Since you know everything, why don't you expose us?
For your sake.
Oh, I see. So you also want to take this chance to kill Wei Guang, am I right?
If talking about this will make you satisfied, I can stay and chat with you.
Tell me, when did this happen?
The carriage entered the city. I'm afraid it's already by the palace gates by now.
Did you get a good look? Was Liu Shen really inside?
I'm absolutely certain.
Why are you here, my lady? Are you here for Lord Wei's case? I heard the whole plan could be executed. The executioner will get busy.
Watch your tone!
Wenshan, be quiet.
Yes.
Please rise, my lady. The Emperor has asked you to go back. I've served His Majesty for many years already. I know a thing or two about the way he thinks. He still has feelings for you, and he doesn't want you to exhaust yourself, but he can't see you right now. What's done is done, and there's no way we can change that.
It's true, my lady. You should take good care of yourself. We'll get another chance to act.
Please, head eunuch. I want you to take this hairpin and give it to the Emperor. It was a gift from him for my first birthday, after I entered the palace.
Please, don't worry. I will make sure that he gets it. Uncle.
I am getting old, my nephew. I'm afraid I am no longer able to keep serving the Emperor. I'm going to take full responsibility. This has nothing to do with the clan.
Lord Wei, if you'll take all the blame in order to preserve the rest of your clan, do you think the Emperor will believe you? Wei Shuya, you must come with me and testify against Lord Wei.
But
It's the only way for you to be able to save the rest of your clan.
Please accept my gratitude.
There's no need. I'm not doing this for your own good. Wei Shuye is not a scheming and cruel person. Making him pay for your deeds, it's not right.
Shuye, you must go with General Ye to talk to the Emperor right now. And you must report all of my heinous crimes to him.
You've raised me since I was young. Now you're in danger. I'm willing to face death with you.
The Wei clan needs to live on. This is the only way to survive. Do you want to witness our entire clan be massacred in front of your eyes? Yeah. I am begging you just once.
Uncle.
By imposing these extra taxes on Northern Yan, you alone stole more than 1 million pieces of gold. You know that's half of the yearly income of the entire population. Please explain. How did this happen?
I'm guilty, Your Majesty. I should receive 1,000 cuts.
And you dare to put the late Emperor's white jade vessel inside your own ancestor's tomb? Tell me, do you have plans to rule the world? Killing your whole clan would be too kind!
Your Majesty, we recovered the vessel and the secret accounts only because Wei Shuye helped from the inside. Please judge accordingly.
Wei Kuang is not just corrupt. He coveted Northern Yan and disturbed Wei. He conspired against me. There will be no mercy. He must die. But Wei Shuye placed righteousness above family and made contributions. From now on, Wei Shuye will head the Wei clan. Half of the clan's lands will be confiscated so as to warn other clans. You're all dismissed.
Your Majesty is merciful!
Please forgive me, my lady.
You only followed orders. You had no other choice. Besides, my brother did commit some crimes. But you saved Ye, as well as the clan from certain death. There's no need to ask for forgiveness. You may rise.
Thank you, my lady.
Right now, my family is deeply hurt. And Ye is a lot like Song and Shun. They are all innocent kids. They can be naive. And so, I must ask you to help me look after them. And also to guide them.
My lady, I'll do my best.
The princess is arriving! Cousin,
Princess,
please rise. My mother sent me here to visit you.
he was unwise and made serious mistakes. He brought this on himself. We're lucky you and the consort weren't hurt.
This is not the right time to talk about this. The execution is today. I heard you're not allowed to go out. Try not to be too sad. My brother has sent people to check on him in prison. Your uncle will not feel too much pain when he goes.
Thank you, Princess.
Please don't thank me. You're really lucky. My father didn't blame you for what happened, and he handed control of the entire family over to you. You need to be smart. Don't do anything stupid.
I won't.
This is the hour.
By now, Wei Guang is most likely dead.
He got a painless death. He's lucky. With such weather, I'm in the mood for some wine.
There's some in the kitchen. You want it now?
I was just saying.
The Emperor states, the country is ruled by civil and military means. Military leaders are the defenders of the land and the pillars of the court. That's why I select talents regardless of their backgrounds or their gender. Chu Qiao is well versed in both civil and military affairs. Talented and moral, loyal to the country, and should be taken as an example like Mulan. I hereby name her the archery drill master of the elite cavalry. I hope that she will fight fearlessly, serve selflessly, and live up to my expectations. This is my will.
The timing is perfect.
The elite cavalry. Their commander is Prince of Shang.
Yu Wenyue is there. They are Chang'an's elite troops. Most hail from great families. Competition within the camp is fierce, and it has historically been led by a royal prince. The Prince of Shang has royal blood and military power. That's why he can keep the soldiers in line. However, the military is the men's world. Making a woman order a bunch of soldiers around is gonna make life hard. I've also become a thorn in the Emperor's side. It makes sense that he wants to suppress me. There are many people who want to please him. Honestly, I'm worried about you.
There's nothing we can do. We can't defy the Emperor. Also, until you brought it up, I almost forgot that I'm a girl. Don't you believe in my skills? Don't worry, I'll be fine.
If anything happens, let me know at once. Things have changed since 3 years ago. If I can't even protect you, the suffering from these past 3 years would be for nothing.
I'll just be a drill master. It's good. We can learn about the camp.
Archery drill master is here.
It's just a drill master. Why do you need to tell me? Bring him inside the camp.
It's the one appointed by the Emperor himself. It's that woman.
Bring her in.
Yes. Your Highness, Drill Master Chu's here.
Your Highness, it's an honor to meet you.
On your feet.
Yes.
So you're Chu Qiao.
I am.
I've heard a lot of things about you. I saw you at the banquet. You really impressed me back there. Women can be as good as men. There were many people then, so we didn't have a chance to talk. But I didn't expect that we'd end up serving in the same camp.
You flatter me. It was nothing.
I have heard that when Northern Yan rebelled, Yanxin's family was killed. But you stayed by his side the whole time, protecting and caring for him.
We both lost our homes. That's why we stuck together. He doesn't look down on me. Despite my low status, I felt honored.
You're both strong and loyal. Now I understand why Father sent you to my camp. Wei is not quite like the South. We've had women officials in court before, but you're the first woman officer in this army's history.
I'll do my best. For the Emperor.
That sword of yours. Is it the Shenhong sword?
It is.
Your Highness.
Right now, I have a unit that needs an archery drill master. Go there, do a good job. If you run into any trouble, you can come to me. Escort Drill Master Chu.
Yes.
Thank you, Your Highness.
Soldier.
Yes.
Bring Yu Wenyue here right now.
Yes. Xiliang, stop torturing me. You think I'll beg for mercy? Just kill me already. Do it.
Chu Qiao, you have a death wish? I'll make it happen.
Captain! The lieutenant made a mistake and said things he shouldn't have. Please be lenient on him. I'm sure he's learned his lesson.
Captain Shui, his mistake caused no deaths. Please, let him go.
What are you doing? All of you stand!
Stand up and listen. Chu Qiao has hurt morale and planned to rebel. I sentence him to death for the crime of desertion. Execute him!
Please, wait!
Who are you? You dare interfere with military justice?
I'm Chu Qiao, the archery drill master appointed by the Emperor. The Prince of Shang ordered me to report here.
That doesn't give you the right to interfere with this execution. You don't even know the crime he committed to deserve this punishment.
My apologies, but I just saw the entire unit begging you to spare this man's life. What heinous crime did he commit?
He is an officer of Wei, yet he only wants to return home. He's confusing the troops and shaking their morale.
Captain Shui, if you want to get rid of me, you can spare me the excuses. Just get it over with.
Commander Shui, if you're doubting him, you shouldn't make rash decisions. At least tell your superiors first.
He is under my command now. There's no need to bother the general.
But this man is no common soldier. He's an officer of the elite cavalry and the leader of the Shuli army. A key unit tasked with guarding Chang'an. I don't see how such a man can be yours to execute as you wish. You should report this incident to the Prince of Shang and General Yuwen.
Drill Master Chu, do you want to speak for this man today?
Not at all. It's simply because I just got here, and this kind of thing doesn't seem very auspicious. But if you insist on going through with this, I'm gonna have to leave. And I'll report it to the Prince of Shang. He'll decide what to do.
All right. I'll let you have your will today.
Thank you, Captain She.
Come!
You called for me?
Since when did you start to manage the personnel in the camp?
As deputy commander, the allocation and arrangement of personnel is a part of my duty.
Is that so? Why haven't I seen you take this so seriously prior?
If that's all, I'll take my leave.
Wait. There is something. Don't tell me you like her. Hey! I'm not done yet. Come back!
Are you mad at him, Your Highness?
Look, I'm not that shallow.
Why does General Ye like that new drill master so much?
Nothing good has ever come from having women in the army. They get bullied and humiliated. It's quite common. Most of the men here come from one noble family or another. What can a newly released slave girl like her do to defend herself? The whole camp, only the Shuli army, which was based in northern Yan, and feels guilty about what happened to Yan Shun, will listen to her. And that's the unit Yu Wenyue sends her to. If that's not taking care of her, what is?
Yes. I think you're right, Your Highness.
I'm worried that, in the end, his efforts are in vain.
Lieutenant, wasn't that woman the one who was with Yan Shun during the execution?
Yes, that's right. She spent the last few years with him in Yinga courtyard. She also made a name for herself when she beat Zhao Ma during the hunt. The Emperor decreed that she should be made archery drill master. She is the first and only female officer in Wei. She's already famous.
Then she must be in contact with Yan Shun. What if she can help us to explain what happened?
Stop dreaming.
It's not dreaming. She just helped us back there. At least she's not hostile to us.
She just arrived at the camp, and she's here temporarily. She probably doesn't even know who we are. The stain on our name won't wash off that easily. Don't count on her to help us. Just wait. When she learns about us, our days here will get even tougher.
It's been 3 years now. I keep writing to my family, but they still haven't written me back. I don't know how my parents are doing. I married my wife just before I left. She told me that she was pregnant. I don't know if it's a boy or a girl.
Don't think too much.
Drill Master, what do you want?
Chu Qiao, are you hurt?
I'm fine, thank you.
This ointment is very good. Take it.
Thanks, Drill Master. All right. How do you know who I am?
There are a few Northern Yan people in Chang'an. Of course I know you. And you're not the only one I know. Ge Qi, Wu Danyu. You're from Northern Yan's Shuli army. You used to serve under Liu Ziye. Get some rest.
Thank you, Drill Master.
It's late. You're still up.
Drill Master. I couldn't sleep.
Me neither. Did I interrupt you just now?
No.
I know someone else who likes to play the Bili.
Who?
Yan Shun. Do all Northern Yan people like to play this instrument?
It's a military instrument. My father taught me how to play it. Yunshin probably learned it from Marquis Dingbei.
You're from Northern Yan. You must have been away for 3 years as well.
2 years, 8 months, and 21 days. I'm afraid I have no place to go. Even if I do return. Ever since that incident, my brother drove me out of the family. At the time, my wife was pregnant and wanted to escape Northern Yan to live with me. One day she encountered a bandit. When he learned that I was her husband, he murdered her. And when other people learned of his deed, they praised him for his sense of justice. They even offered him a position. I hear he's an official now.
Who is this man? She was a pregnant woman. If I get the chance, I'll avenge her.
But I'm a rebel.
Do you feel ashamed of that?
I deserve death.
Then why are you still here? Your brother cast you out of the family. Liu Ziye, your general, died when he threw himself against a rock on Xiliang Mountain. And you? Why are you still alive?
You think I don't want to die? But if I do die, what will the Xiliang army do? They followed me and served me with bravery. But in return, they were branded as traitors. If I die, who will protect them? To me, those men, they're more than just my soldiers. They're my only family. It's my duty to bring them home. Even if I can't do that, I should make their lives better. I will carry on, no matter how hard it gets.
You think too much. You're just a traitor after all.
Do you believe me? If you believe what I've said, then does that mean that His Highness will believe me as well?
He's in a dangerous place. His family's gone. Countless people are watching him. The 3 years are almost up. He doesn't know how much longer he'll live. Does it really matter if he trusts you? No one person was responsible for what happened. Zhao Dongting lied to make you open the city gates. That can be forgiven. But during the Beisho massacre, Northern Yan's Haing army launched a suicidal charge. All were killed. Northern Yan's Hongchuan army also made the enemy pay dearly. They fought to the last man. And your unit? First, you made a mistake and made all of Northern Yan pay for your stupidity. Then you gave up resisting and left Northern Yan for Chang'an. You've been living in humiliation. Even if you never meant to betray your home. 3 whole years is too long. You have become true traitors. I empathize with your past, but I don't agree with your behavior. Yes, you can endure and make some plans, but you need to have goals. Otherwise, you're not really living, but merely trying to survive. Tell me, what are your goals? Because I can't tell. People need hope and persistence in their lives. Because without that, our lives are worthless. The road is long. Where do you want it to lead? You should spend some time to think about that.
This is where we've placed our people. Mr. Wu will continue to send more people and more money. We'll likely add 30% more.
It's a good plan. Everything's in order. The major intersections are all covered. Thank you for all the hard work.
Thank you, Your Highness.
The kerosene could be a problem. We should plan carefully.
Oh, don't worry about it. I have a kerosene store under my name. It's going to be a good cover.
That's very good then. You should get back to work.
The royals, the nobles, the officials are all interconnected. The situation is very chaotic. The path out of Chang'an will be rocky.
Everything is ready now. We wait for the right time to set the plan in motion. Even if it takes blood to escort you out, the volunteer soldiers won't even falter. What matters is you can sneak out of Chang'an and safely arrive in northern Yan.
I haven't visited lately. You look disheartened.
My family has suffered. I am unable to sleep well.
It's already happened. I hope that you can take good care of yourself. I lost my birth mother at a young age. It was you who raised me. You're like a real mother to me. And Lord Wei, I consider him like my uncle. That's why Father didn't allow Yu Wenyue to tell me all about it. Had I known about it earlier, maybe things could have been different.
The truth is, he brought that on himself. There's no one else to blame. It's lucky that Yu Wenyue was able to save Ye. Otherwise, the Wei clan would have ended with him.
And I'm thankful for that, Mother. I've heard that the Prince of Liang will come visit us soon. Father told me he wants Chun to marry him.
Yes. And I am worried about that matter, too.
I've heard from sources that this prince is a notorious womanizer. If Chun decides to marry him, I'm afraid that she's bound to suffer.
I'm not going to allow my daughter to marry someone from Liang.
Do you have a solution in mind?
There is one option. I asked you to come here because I want your opinion. I want you to be honest.
Of course. Please tell me about it.
I want Yuan Shen to marry before he comes.
Tell me, Mother. Do you have a candidate in mind?
Your Highness, hold it tight.
Be careful with your hands.
Mother told me that girls should learn different kinds of skills. There, how is that?
You have quick hands, Your Highness.
Indeed, obviously she does.
You're here.
Yes, Chun?
Brother, you're usually too busy to visit. Have you come here to visit Mother?
That's right.
Why didn't you come by to visit me?
Because I know you're a busy girl. I didn't want to disturb you.
But I'm not busy at all. I spend my days walking in the garden, doing needlework and other things.
Look, Chun, I can promise you that you'll get busy soon enough. Don't worry about that.
Really? What would I be busy with?
Your wedding, of course. Chun, you're a big girl now. You should get married.
Enough of that. You're making fun of me.
I'm not making fun of you. Grown-ups get married and start their own families. It's only natural. Besides, when I was about your age, my son could already stand up and walk.
But who do you think would even like me, brother? Who would want to marry me?
You're a beautiful girl, you know that. I'm sure there'll be princes who'd want to marry you.
Hey, brother. By the way, did Mother say anything to you? Does she have anyone in mind for me? Tell me what she told you.
Chun, I'm going to let Mother tell you that herself. But I can assure you this. It'll be someone we know very well, and he's not going to be an ordinary man. I'm sure he'll be happy about it.
How's Achu at the camp? Is she doing well?
Yes, she's fine. The Prince of Shang sent her to the Shuli army. Those soldiers are a bunch of useless men. It'll be easy for her to deal with them. She won't have a hard time.
The Shuli army? After Liu Ziya's death, who's in charge now?
Their captain is Shui Chulang, son of Shulu, the garrison's vice commander. I've heard that he's treating them very poorly. A former officer of the Shuli army called He Xiao is serving as his lieutenant. He is the core of the unit.
Let's go and visit Achu.
What are you looking at?
Nothing.
Waiting for someone? I always thought you had a heart of stone. I never expected you to become as soft as a flower.
I'm already full. Excuse me.
Don't be so sensitive. Act like a general.
You're royalty and a noble, but then you keep gossiping. Act like a prince.
Princes are humans too. They too desire true love. To be honest, she's a good girl. She has the courage and desire, and she's very smart. She can defeat a man in combat, a rare breed. But her affection is for another man. She won't fall for you. When Yan Xun was at the execution square, everything was taken from him. A girl like her, helping him and living with him, imprisoned for 3 whole years, in isolation, them against the world. How can you compete with that? What use are flowers if you can't even hold them in your hands?
I can still look at them.
Just look at them. As they blossom in someone else's yard, you're content with that? Yu Wenyue, you're from a noble family. There's no need to degrade yourself for someone like her.
Am I degrading myself? I don't think so. I'm already full. I'll go.
Why are you here? What if people see you?
I came to see you and check how life is at the camp. Aren't you happy to see me?
I've sent you messages. Didn't you receive them?
Reports from messengers are not enough. I want to see it with my own eyes. Are you sleeping well? How is the food here? Is anyone bullying you?
Bullying me? I never get bullied. They're lucky that I don't bully them.
Seems like you're in good spirits.
What is it? Is it for me? What? Face powder? I never use this.
Come on, all girls like to wear makeup once in a while. Also, this isn't a powder, it's congealed fat. It's getting cold, your hands and feet may feel cold. If you put this on, it'll provide some protection.
All right.
So you'll
I'll rub
take
it on myself.
Hold the bow to be accurate. Open the bow to be stable. Keep your arms balanced. Maintain a stable stance. Shooting is decisive. Don't aim twice, and don't ever hesitate. Keep your back straight, and use steady force. Your draw determines your accuracy. Let me demonstrate for you.
General.
Who shot those arrows?
Well, I did.
Not even close to how good you are, General.
I know that. Where's Zhao Xiao?
He's at the Ministry of War. Today's payday.
Your bows are old ones. They're all worn out. You should send someone to pick up new ones. I'll write the order.
Yes, sir.
Send her.
Drill Master Chu, come on, hurry.
Yes, come on. Go. Come on, let's go.
You said you'd write the order. You'd better get started.
I'd need ink, wouldn't I?
You...
I remember last time at Greenhill Court, you said, it will be the last time you'll serve me. It's such a nice coincidence. It's only been a few days, and now we meet again. What now?
I'm too tired to do it.
Are you getting used to army life?
It's none of your business.
Is this how you speak to your superiors?
A superior should talk like a superior. They shouldn't do what you do and make their soldiers grind their ink.
You really haven't been in the army. Officers can make your life miserable if they want to. Grinding ink's nothing.
Get started. You can write a book with this.
All right. Xue Chulong is the son of Xue Lu, the vice commander of the city garrison. If you can avoid, you shouldn't annoy him. There are many inconveniences for a girl in an army camp. If I get the chance, I'll deploy you somewhere else. So keep a low profile. Don't always try to do great things for Yanxin. You are aware, this camp is my territory. Nothing you do in here can escape my attention.
Why did you help me?
What do you mean?
It's no coincidence that I was sent to the Shuli army.
You're smart.
Would I still be alive if I were stupid?
Since you're so smart, stay out of people's affairs. I already helped you once by handing Wei Guang to the Emperor, remember? I won't do that again. Your master is too ambitious. I'm afraid you might get hurt.
So we just sit and wait for death?
Of course not, but there are many ways to reach your goal.
The facts of the past won't change. If we step forward, there may be a way out. If we just stay in place and wait, we'll slowly die, falling into the abyss.
Maybe even if you move forward, I won't let you get what you want.
We wouldn't know unless we try.
Listen to me. Don't be stubborn.
I'm not stubborn. I'm determined.
Your Highness.
Auntie Wenshan, Mother asked for me?
Yes, Your Highness. Go there as quickly as possible. Your mother's guest has arrived, waiting for you to have dinner together.
Who else did she invite?
Have you forgotten? Didn't your mother said that she will find you an appropriate husband? All right, hurry now.
Yu Wenyue?
Your Highness.
Mother, what is he doing here?
I invited him, of course. Come and sit down.
But Mother, I'm not hungry. Help yourselves. Please excuse me.
Come back. Don't act like a brat. Besides, all of these dishes are your favorites.
But the people I share them with matter too.
My lady, I'm needed elsewhere. Please excuse me.
Both of you, sit down. Is it so hard to dine with me?
My lady.
should try this chrysanthemum wine. In a few days, it'll be the Double Ninth Festival. This jar of wine was given to me by the Emperor of Liang. It's made from the ground and dried sprouts of white chrysanthemum. Can you taste the freshness of this?
It's very good.
I don't care.
The Emperor of Liang is quite interesting. He sent a poem together with the wine. Baskets we carried to pick chrysanthemum sweet, but the fresh morning dew moistened our sleeves.
Mother, a toast for your health. I wish you a cheerful and blessed festival.
Won't you give a toast for our guest? Hurry up.
Lord Ye, I propose a toast for you.
Thank you, Your Highness.
I'm sorry. That was all my fault. It seems that toast was not meant to be made. What a terrible shame.
I have a terrible headache. You two can help yourselves.
Goodbye, my lady.
Goodbye, Mother. Get some rest. So, Iceman, you should thank me for getting you out of this. Hey, let me make it clear. There's no way I'll fall for you.
Thank you.
What's that attitude? Just because I said I'd never fall for you means that you should not try to hide your happiness about it.
What should I say then?
I'm in pain. I'm crushed. I can't win the heart of the beautiful princess. What a terrible pity that is.
It is a pity.
Iceman, I just realized that you can be a little bit cute. Drink up.
You don't need to walk me out, Your Highness.
I'm in a good mood today. It won't hurt to walk with you.
Seeing as you don't want to have anything to do with me, then you shouldn't do anything that is going to mislead your mother. Thus, you shouldn't use me as an excuse to sneak out of the palace. What if your mother thinks that we get along well and asks the Emperor to grant us marriage? Wouldn't that be troublesome?
You're a sly fox. It seems that nothing escapes you. All right. You can leave. I don't need to walk you out of the palace.
You're back. How was it? Did you see Chen?
How did you know?
I didn't.
You and the consort planned together for me to marry Chun, right?
Yes. It was me.
Stop doing this.
Why not? Don't you like Chen? She's smart and generous and of noble birth. Why don't you like her?
There's no why. She's too good for me.
It's Chu Qiao, isn't it? Yu Wenyue, let's pretend that Chu Qiao does like you. Even if she marries you, don't you care about your status? You're the son of the great general, and the son of the Yuwen clan. How can your family allow you to marry a woman who's a former slave?
What is it to you?
Even if you can persuade your father, won't you think about where she came from? She lived in the younger courtyard with Yan Xun for more than 3 years. What was bound to happen already has. It's so degrading to act like this for such a woman. Yu Wenyue. Let me make myself clear. Yan Xun must die. We'll never let him leave Chang'an alive. The people who have stayed with him will not end up any better.
When the Emperor wanted to kill the Marquis, you were the only one of the officials who opposed him.
Things have changed now. Marquis Dingbei was a key governor. Father wanted him dead out of suspicion. Of course I couldn't agree. But look at Yan Xun. His heart is overflowing with hatred. And he's obviously longing for revenge. Letting him go back is like releasing the tiger back into his forest. The war will begin soon. The North will collapse. As a prince and general, I can't let that happen. Yu Wenyue, don't forget who you are now.
It's been almost 3 years, and we don't have much time left. So you must plan for every possible situation. The most unlikely events pose the greatest danger. That's why we need to be ready for anything.
We have deployed people along Chu Street, and in the ministries too. It should be difficult to stop us.
If we can't get out of the palace, all these arrangements, they will mean absolutely nothing.
We'll have to create chaos to get out. When we leave, we'll stir up chaos in the city to distract the guards by the gates. After that, it'll be our chance to leave in disguise.
That seems to be the only way.
The Emperor ordered me to receive the Prince of Liang. You should all get ready to come with me.
Your Highness, this won't be an easy job. I've heard that this prince won't even touch anything that has passed through the hands of other men. He's always been this way. In order to raise this weirdo, his poor father has had to make special arrangements. Even his rice, vegetables, and fruits are grown in fertile soil in the palace backyard. Young girls are made to tend to the fields. Only then is he willing to eat them. The trip from Jiangkang to Chang'an takes a month on a fast horse, and 2 months by carriage. But this prince spent 4 months preparing before he set off, and until now, he hasn't showed up.
Those must be rumors, right? He's a prince, after all. It can't be that bad, right?
There's an even more outrageous story. The Prince of Wei, such as your Highness, has an experience guarding the border with the army. They've seen grasslands, barren lands, rivers, mountains, and everything. But this prince won't even cross a stream until someone has built a bridge over it. He refuses to enter places with more than 50 kilometers between towns. Your Highness, he is really something else. He's a very difficult person.
Your Highness. Report from the relay station. The prince caught a cold after his quilt fell off. He's on his way back.
Unbelievable! This tortoise prince!
Forget it. Since he's quite close to getting here, we should go meet him.
He refuses to see His Royal Highness. He said you just returned from the front line, and death still follows you. He said it will make his condition worse. And he had his maids pass on this message to me in his place.
That little brat! He won't even talk to us man to man! What should we do then?
Blocking the road. Who is it? A man or a woman? 4 men and 1 woman. Is the woman good looking? How old is she? She's alright, I guess. About 17. But she's not much prettier than me. Of course, compared to Miss E, Miss Fu, or Miss Jing, she's not much to look at. The princess, the way you put it, it sounds to him like we must have met with a true beauty. Tell the men to go. The woman can stay. The prince will have a word with her. Did you hear what Miss Fu said? The men can go. The woman must stay. Don't you hear what I'm saying? You idiots. I see no badge on your waist. You're not from a noble family. A peasant girl like you is lucky to even get this treatment. The 4 of you should leave.
What gives you the right, little girl?
You better watch your mouth! So what if I hit that man? He's a common soldier! Let's go.
That really hurt. Ouch. Oh, who even are you? You're such a cold-blooded girl.
Chu Qiao, what did you do?
Prince! Your Highness! Let's go. Are you all right, Prince?
Your Highness, I failed my duties. My apologies.
Are you out of your mind? You've hurt the prince! How dare you! She made a mistake this time. Prince of Shang, you should punish her severely.
Your Highness!
She trapped the prince and offended him.
Are you done talking yet? Then you can get out of my face.
You? How could you? Don't be impolite to the prince. You shouldn't allow this incident to pass. I'll send a messenger to Chang'an to inquire about this. And as for this girl, if you refuse to hand her over, then there's not much we can do. I suppose you can keep her in the meantime. We'll just come back for her. All right, Prince, watch your steps. Please take your time. We're here to help you.
Stay close to the prince. If anything goes wrong again, you will be punished.
Yes.
Now go back.
Yes. Your Highness, I know that I made a big mistake. I deserve punishment. I know that it was a terrible mistake, and I can't change that. But I take all the blame for it. It shouldn't affect the rest of you.
Very good job. Well done. Well done indeed.
Xiao Qiao should have been given this lesson a long time ago. So what if he's a prince? He's a sissy. He always wears red and green. He disgusts me.
He's so picky. He should have been killed.
Listen, girl. Nice work. If someone wants to hurt you, they'll need to go through me first.
Your Highness, I may have meant no harm. But I did hit the Prince of Liang who came to bring peace between our countries. No matter how awful he is, I should still apologize to him.
Did you see you hit him? Where exactly? Why didn't I see it? Did you see her hit him?
No. Not at all.
However, you really are quite careless. If you wanted to hit him, you should have done it somewhere no one could see you.
Yes. We had everything planned. Once the prince set off, we would find a quiet place, cover his head with a linen bag, and beat him. We didn't expect that you'd get to him before us.
Actually, we were already in the area. We just hadn't shown ourselves yet.
Don't you worry. You are one of my people now, and you did it to protect your men, so I won't make you suffer for this. Pass down my order. No one is allowed to leave the camp today. If anyone leaks this incident, I will show him no mercy.
Yes. Brother, well, that guy is pure torture. That Xiao Qiao's really pissing me off. I'm a prince too, after all. What makes him think he's better? I had the worst experience. In the middle of the night, he said it was stuffy and he felt uncomfortable. So, I did everything I could to let fresh air into the room. But what do you think he said once the air started flowing? He said the fresh air was making him cold. Then when he woke up, he said the maids were too ugly. I said, fine, you like pretty maids. So I found beautiful maids for him. But then he complained that they didn't write good poems. He was picky about every meal, and his tea leaf had to be less than 3 days old. Do you know what the best part was? He said the guards disturbed him because they didn't wear cotton cushions under their shoes. Really? All kinds of impossible demands.
Did he tell you that Chu Qiao hit him in the face?
Chu really hit him? Oh, so that's why he had a big black eye. Very good. Serves him right.
He really didn't mention anything about it to you?
Not a single word. If I were him, I wouldn't say it either. A full-grown man being badly beaten by a girl, he probably feels ashamed.
I thought he used his image as a strategy to fool others. Turns out that he really is a pervert. It's just outrageous.
Brother, do you smell that?
Smell what?
The scent of a pervert.
He's back?
Yes, he is.
What do you think? Smells nice, right? Do you like my clothes? It is quite upscale, don't you think?
Impressive.
Huh? Isn't she here yet? Did you not tell her to come?
She's on her way.
She's almost here.
Greetings, Your Highness.
You're very strong. It's me. Don't you remember? Huh?
Prince, you?
Stop it. Let go of him. Don't you know what place this is?
Don't yell at her, huh? Don't you know who she is? This woman is my personal guard.
Prince. Do you like to be treated like that?
Oh, I'm very satisfied with her. Hey, girl, what's your name? Why not serve as my personal guard?
Brother, is there something wrong with him?
Yes, I'm sure.
And this guy is the actual Prince of Liang?
Just be patient, will you?
I'm not thinking about him. I'm worried that Machu might suffer with him.
Your Highness, I, Chu Qiao, have offended you. I'm so sorry. Don't judge me too harshly. I'm just a soldier.
So, your name is Chu Qiao. How about I just call you Qiao? Or how about Xiao Qiao?
I'm of low status, and my name isn't worthy of your...
How do you feel about Xiao Qiao? That way it feels like we're very close.
Your Highness, what is it that you want? You can tell me.
Who are your family members? Are your parents still alive? Do you have siblings? Where were you born? How old are you? You know, my birthday is in July, and I just turned 21 years old. It's time for me to get married.
Please, Your Highness, if you're only telling me this because I offended you, you should know that it's not necessary. I'm willing to accept any punishment.
Oh, right. So where are you from? You're such a pretty girl, and your skin is perfect. You don't look like a Wei woman. You look like you could be from Liang.
Your Highness, please. Can we talk about something else?
You're angry? You're cute when you're angry. I have such good taste in women.
Your Highness, tell me, what do you see in me?
All of you. I like everything about you.
Or rather, what do you want from me? If you want to kill me, you can just make an excuse. I'm just an unimportant archery drill master. I'm of little value to you.
Qiao Qiao. I fell in love with you at first sight. It hurts me so much when you think of me that way. Qiao Qiao. My hands are cold. Can you warm them for me? I'm fine. I'm all right. I'm all right. I'm fine. It's all right. Really? I'm fine.
This carriage moves slower than walking. Yet the prince still managed to fly out of it. Impressive! Chu is awesome.
Let's go.
Cao Cao, that's so cold-blooded of you. You can't treat the one you protected this way.
Please keep your distance and mind your manners.
Cao Cao, help me put on this medicine. It's for your own good. Just think about it. If people find out that I'm hurt, you'll be implicated. This medicine is very effective against swelling, so help me put it on.
Are you serious? You want me to apply this on you?